Hello everyone. Today we are going to see phonetics and phonology. Firstly, we will know the difference between phonetics and phonology. Phonetics is very general term. It is the scientific study of speech sounds of any language in general. Whereas phonology, it is the scientific study of speech sounds of a particular language. Mostly we study IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet, which are the symbols mostly written in particular bracket. Then the process of representing speech in writing by the use of IPA, we call it transcription, or it is also called as phonemic transcription. In that first term, you have speech mechanism, physiology of speech production. Whatever the organs we make use of that come under speech mechanism. You can see lungs are there, larynx is there, nasal cavity is there, oral cavity is there. So through lungs we get the air through our windpipe which is connected to the lungs, aids in the production of speech sound, especially aggressive pulmonic airstream. And we have the sounds. Whereas larynx, it is called voice box also, vocal cords are there, windpipe we say. So with the help of we get the sound whether it is voiceless or voiced. Voiced means there is vibration. According to the position of vocal cords, we get the sounds. Next we have nasal cavity. Nasal refers to nose, the organ at the back of the roof of the mouth behind the hard palate. So that is nose, nasal sound. So some part of sound comes through nose and some through oral. And the last point you have oral cavity. It is the part of the region of mouth airstream reaches at the oral cavity from the larynx. And it is very important position, point or region in the oral cavity, especially what you say lips, teeth are there, alveolar ridge, hard palate, soft palate. So these are the organs which you find in physiology of speech production. Next point we are going to see consonants and vowels. This we have to know in details consonants and vowels. There are two main types of sounds as you know in the speech of any human language. We divide it into consonants and vowels. When the flow of air moving from the lungs to be expelled from the oral cavity is obstructed during articulation, the sound the produced it is called a consonant. So these are consonants. Many are there. 24 consonants are there. Vowels. When the sound is articulated without obstruction, without disturbance of the air passage in any way, and the air escapes from the oral cavity unhindered, easily, that is called vowel. In vowel also we have two types. One is pure vowel and other is diphthong. In pure vowel, there are 12 monophthongs we call as well. E, A, again strong A, and O. So these are 12 pure vowels. Whereas combination of two separate vowel sounds that we call diphthong. Diphthong, di means two. They are joined together. They are called diphthongs. Again in articulation, there are two articulators, active articulator and passive articulator. Tongue is the active articulator, whereas oral cavity, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, these are passive articulators. Next we are going to see it is the articulation. articulation of specially consonants at the beginning. So you should know place of articulation as well as manners of articulation. In place of articulation, first we have labial, means bilabial, two lips are there. Second one, labiodental, make use of lips as well as teeth, fur and burr sound. Bilabial we have purr, purr, mer, dental, the sound which are produced with the help of teeth we call dental, th and the. Next it is alveolar. Alveolar, it is also called teeth ridge, back part of the teeth. Alveolar sounds. Alveolar ridge is located on the roof of the mouth behind the upper teeth before the hard palate. D, d, s, z, n, l. Next it is palatoalveolar. The sounds articulated when the tip and blade of the tongue is closer to the alveolar ridge and the front of the tongue is also raised toward the hard palate. That is sh, j, ch, j. Next it is retroflex, r sound, frictionless continuant. Next it is palatal, it refers to the hard palate, hard region between alveolar ridge and the soft palate. Y sound especially. Next it is velar sound, we call it soft palate. When the back of the tongue touches the soft palate, that we call velar or velum. So these are the places, and the last one in that glottal. Through glottis we get the sound that is called glottal sound. Her sound specially it is. Next, manners of articulation. In manners again, you should know the various manners of articulation. In that plosive is there. In plosive, you find sudden explosion of the sound. It is also called stop because the flow of air is stopped behind the close articulator and suddenly it comes with pressure with a burst. So these are called plosives. Nasal sounds also are there. Through nose we get the sound m, n, ing. Next, fricative, with friction also we get the sound f, v, th, the, s, z, sh, j. And the combination of plosive and fricative we have affricate, ch and j. So here the sounds are articulated by the combination of plosive and fricative. So they are called affricate. This means the affricate begin as a plosive and release as a fricative. These both qualities you find. Next it is lateral. L sound is there only when the tongue blocks the airstream to flow from the middle region and results in the passage of air releasing from the sides of the tongue. The sounds articulated in this way are called lateral sounds, especially L sound. Next is rhotic. R sound. It is also called frictionless continuant post-alveolar when the tip of the tongue is brought close to the back of the alveolar ridge and the rims of the tongue. Next and the last manner, that is gliding is there. So the consonants which have least constriction at the point of articulation are called glides. They are also called semi-vowels because they are the most vowel-like consonant experiencing lowest obstruction of airflow during articulation. So these are the places of articulation, manners of articulation. So you can see the table and prepare accordingly place of articulation and manner. Also you should know the state of glottis, whether the